Hello, greetings today. We come to you from AT&T with a proposal called Project Education Unwired. And today I'm bringing forward with us, I am Devin and Mangrove. I am head of local affairs here in Dallas for AT&T. We have our head of IT and solutions, Ryan Jacobs, Ms. Vo, our head of procurement. We have Michael Darbar, head of benchmarking, and we also have Zach Dover. He's going to be talking to us about marketing. He's our head of marketing. So we are at AT&T. Our mission statement here is to bring forth provide solutions that allow people to be connected and to communicate better. We have been we've been as a company open as a subsidiary of Bell Laboratories in the early 1900s, and we slowly got built up through promoting our technology, starting with the telegraph, moving all the way to the telephone, and now in the digital age, applying digital technology and getting internet access to everyone. I just want to let this number sink in, 60%. And not even so much the national poverty rate, I just want to illustrate this number as just 60% here in Texas, not far from our headquarters here in Dallas, that, in terms of in public schools, how many kids are living below the poverty line. And this number affects us because it affects how we can get people to communicate. Internet access is one of the what we consider most critical, almost human rights sort of topics we have these days. And it affects us because, part of our solution and drive is to get people more connected. And the need in schools for having good connection to internet is of utmost, importance to us. Not only because we need a more literate generation to come forth and, create the next set of solutions for the next generation, and also for us to communicate to be a better people as a whole. So our mission is really to try to, improve the live rate of our students here in Dallas, and to also get more people to learn new skills, be able to have access to be able to apply and understand these things. So, in theory, what we're trying to do is provide internet to underprivileged students. In our case, we decided to choose the local libraries here in Dallas as a good test because not all libraries have the funding or capabilities to provide good internet access. And a lot of areas near southern Dallas are also rural. With that, I'd like to pass it off to Min to explain why we chose our location as a test subject for adding better internet access to.
So as you know, internet access is almost crucially important in our everyday lives. Where we do homework, assignment, or online group projects, everything is online nowadays. So I think it's the challenge we face is that how can we provide internet access to a large group of students and also in the community. The thing we choose that the team decided the best way to implement this, we're going to install better infrastructure and internet connections in one of the library because this is a very small project. We're just going to install in one library and see how the reaction respond to this, and then we're going to scale it bigger. So the library we choose is at Atwell Public Library. Is in the south of Dallas, and as you can see, it's clearly in the lower income area. His income per capita is like $13,000 a year, so that's like half of our national average. And also, there's a lot of high school in the area, which is our main target. In addition to that, during the research, we found out that the Atwell Library is, like most of the library, is probably underfunded. We couldn't find an official website for the library online, which says a lot about their IT infrastructure. So we hoped that we get like a better improvement for the library community as well as the students. So in addition to that, there's like dozens of schools within the 5 miles radius from the library. Um, so so we hope that when we upgrade the facility and then the computers to to the library, we can serve the community as well as like more than thousands of students on a weekly basis. So right now, I'm gonna hand over to Ryan. He's gonna explain how we're gonna do it and what is our budget.
So to provide the computers, we have partnered with Dell, a local company. That was partially why we decided to go with them, because their headquarters is located pretty close to ours. We have partnered with them to provide 6 Dell Inspiron 24-3000 computers. We've also worked with them multiple times. The most notable was a project in 2007 through 2011 that we assisted them in creating a better wireless access to their computers. We plan to install 1 modem, 2 routers, 1,000 feet of Category 6 Ethernet cable, the 6 aforementioned computers, and a slew of updates to the actual infrastructure of the area surrounding the library, so that it can actually support the new bandwidth that having all these computers and all this technology pulling from it. The cost for this will be broken down into promotional materials, which will be about $400. Equipment and installation, $2,735. Infrastructure upgrades of $10,000. This will cost us about $16,000 in total.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. All right, so now we're going to segue into marketing. And the most important thing in marketing is your target audience. And as we established before, our target audience is low income families that do not have access to internet. So we decided the best way to increase exposure and market towards these our target audience is through good old-fashioned flyers. We're going to post them around local areas, all the surrounding, major hotspots like grocery stores, things like that. Just so the people without internet access can still be informed. And then for the people that do have internet access, to spread it to the ones who don't, we're going to focus on creating a website and creating social media buzz, basically. So as far as the website goes, the closest thing they have right now is they're a part of like the city website, but they don't even have an official website themselves. So we're basically going to create a whole website from scratch, and that'll be a good way to spread the word online. Okay, that's all.
Okay, so this is the event for our program and our project. I think we will start with technology public library launch. That is after everything being into establishment. We will invite schools, we invite the library and our neighborhoods, our neighbors and all these kinds of people to tell them our insights and our give back to community and what we want to do to the library. I think the library are being isolated, not quite like we don't have a lot of people in there, and we will be glad to tell them that this is our project and this is our plan for everything. So we need their help and everything so that everything can go on well. And also we organize seminars, not all of them. It's not only for students. It's a public library, and with this we will have some neighbors, some parents come in there with their registration forms and all sort of stuff. So I think we will teach them how to log in with a password and everything, so that it'll be easy for them to access internet, the internet and all stuff in the library. And finally, we'll have a day with the parents and neighbors and everything. We will thank them for all that they've done for us, the support and everything. We'll give speeches and also we'll have a kind of refreshment for them.
All right, so back to me. I just want to discuss, our impact. What we're trying to really get through here again is we're trying to bridge the connect, help get students more connected to the internet. So long term, we're hoping that these people become more tech literate, are able to access information online easier. Basically, we're trying to offer an opportunity. I'll get these kids on their feet in these rural communities, such as in Hutchins, Texas, at the Atwell Library. And eventually, when these kids get on their own feet, they might be able to purchase their own internet, be able to, be working citizens as parts of this, nation and state. And I'd also like, us as AT&T as well to be those service providers in the future, So not only we're doing this charitably to help out these kids and help better their lives, but also down the road, we might be looking for them to come help us provide the next generation of solutions as well. And passing it to you.
So we plan on using the Atwell Library project as our way of getting our foot in the door for other projects in other small communities throughout the country, bringing them similar enhancements which would bring knowledge bases and higher levels of education to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to have that, which would bring the world just a little bit closer together.
All right, so with that, we're open for questions.
What's that representing?
This is currently just representing current rural towns. These are for specifically rural counties here in Texas as
Well,
of
like-
2013.
Percentage of what?
Percentage, how much percent of each county is in terms of considered rural,
Oh, okay, my bad, sorry.
of which most of them are barred around Brownsville, Texas, Corpus Christi, El Paso, and some parts of Houston and in South Dallas. Yes.
So, how much money are you asking for?
Currently, right now, we're just asking about half of our total budget. So really, it's the infrastructure upgrade, so about 5,000, as Dell personally is contributing the computers and equipment and installation. So we're asking from the chamber today about $5,000.
Thank you very much.